Hello friends, myself Dr. Deepti Jain, gynecologist. Today we will be discussing about uterine prolapse. So what is uterine prolapse? What are the reasons behind it and what are the problems that it causes and what we can do to address it? So basically uterine prolapse is the descent of the uterus. That means the uterus shifts downwards from its original position in the vagina. It descends downwards. Why this uterine prolapse occurs? It usually occurs because of weakness of the muscles and ligaments of the pelvic area. So what are the reasons why this weakness develops? It is commonly seen in females, in postmenopausal females it is more common, it is less commonly seen in young females. So basically the cause behind it is usually it develops, the weakness develops because of pregnancy or because of a normal vaginal delivery, because during delivery there occurs trauma of the pelvic floor muscles and ligaments. Specifically when delivery is a difficult delivery, the baby size is larger, or we are applying forceps to deliver the baby, then the chances of developing prolapse is on a higher side. If you have a problem of chronic coughing from a long time, or if you have a problem of chronic constipation, then also the possibility of development of prolapse will be higher in your case. If the weight is also on a higher side, if obesity is there, then definitely prolapse development possibility is higher. If you are having a family history of disease of connective tissue in which there is a poor strength of connective tissue, then also the possibility of developing of this vaginal prolapse or uterine prolapse is on a higher side. Females who do a lot of exertion or a lot much of the physical work, they also have a higher chances of developing of this uterine prolapse. So it is basically the trauma or the weakness of the pelvic floor muscles and ligaments which give rise to this prolapse problem. This prolapse problem, the symptoms, the problems which a female develops because of this uterine prolapses, there is a pelvic pain, a sensation of heaviness or feeling of heaviness in the pelvic area. The female complains of some sort of weight in her lower abdomen or in pelvic area. She may also complain of something coming out of vagina. She may even be able to see or feel the uterus coming out of the vagina. A female may have problems while urination. There may be difficulty in passing urine, or sometimes it may be an incontinence of urine. That means urine leaks out by itself. There may be difficulty in passing stool. Constipation may also occur because of this uterine prolapse. So these are the common symptoms, common problems which a female suffers because of this uterine prolapse. Definitely there is discomfort while walking. Even physical relationship is also difficult with this uterine prolapse. So what are the complications which may arise because of this prolapse? It is just not that something is coming out or a sensation of heaviness. It is since anterior to the uterus there is located bladder and posterior to it is rectum. So when the uterus descends down, it along with it the bladder also to some extent comes down and the rectum also comes down. So along with it cystocele and rectocele also develops, and problems in urination and in passing stool gradually increases. There may be development of ulcers over vaginal area. Even on the cervix the ulcers may develop because it is lying outside of the body. There is friction also, so it may give you ulcers. How we diagnose uterine prolapse? It is quite easy for a gynecologist to diagnose uterine prolapse on just a clinical examination. Upper speculum and upper vaginal examination easily tells you about uterine prolapse. So what are the corrective measures, what we can do if you already have a prolapse? Definitely if you have slight prolapse is categorized in on the basis of how much descent is there, first degree, second degree, third degree and fourth degree. So if there is just a slight prolapse, we can advise you to go for Kegel exercises regularly. Sometimes the prolapse is not slight, it is of a higher degree, then we can advise you to go for corrective surgeries. Corrective surgeries usually include repair of this vaginal walls. So we can do perineuraphy, repair of anterior and posterior vaginal walls we can do. If your family is completed, we can remove the uterus from vagina only, which we call as vaginal hysterectomy with anterior and posterior repair. That means with the repair for the cystocele and for the rectocele, which is the commonly done procedure. If your age is less, family is not completed, then we can do certain suspension procedures for this uterine prolapse, right? What are the things which you need to keep in your mind so that this problem develops less, or we can prevent this problem? So what you need to do, if you have a normal delivery, after that do not forget to do Kegel exercises regularly. That is one important thing that is going to protect you from vaginal prolapse, from uterine prolapse in a long duration. So Kegel exercise is one important thing. Second thing is that if you have a problem of chronic constipation or a chronic cough, get treated for it. Do not ignore it, because these are the things by which you may land up in a uterine prolapse in a long run. For the treatment, one more thing can be used, that is pessaries. Nowadays they are not very commonly used. We use it in only those patients who are not fit for the surgery, because with pessaries there is relatively a higher risk of infection. It needs to be changed frequently. So nowadays pessaries are not very commonly used. It was used earlier. If you have any more confusions regarding this uterine prolapse, you can write us down in the comment box section and can subscribe the channel. Thank you.